Güey. Hasta la madre.
Mames, no pasando.
Welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 64. Did you ever have an N64? I had the PlayStation.
Nintendo 64.
I was a PlayStation guy through and through.
I used to play Star Fox.
Star Fox 64, great game. We're playing with gods. We're playing as soccer gods. The UEFA Champions League is going to be no more. There's going to be a Super League coming through. We're going to talk about the latest breaking news. It's a developing story. We're going to go ahead and catch you up with everything that's happening over in Europe. Also, is it even going to matter anymore? Champions League happened, but we're going to go ahead and talk about how Chelsea making it past into the next round. FA Cup, Premier League talk, and Copa del Rey. Barcelona finally won some silverware. Not finally, but hey, it looks like
won shit last year, so
it looks like they're going to go ahead and turn it up.
Look happy.
Absolutely. Then we're going to go ahead and not talk about the MLB, and specifically not how the Dodgers won the first series here in San Diego.
Yeah,
I'm so glad I didn't bet against you. But this is going to get
made the bet, but we never made it public.
We never did.
So,
but this is the big news, though. I wanted to specifically separate it from everything else, and you like my separating hand gesture? Separate.
Yeah, separate.
San Diego Sockers.
Oh, you took a trip.
Quinceañeros, güey.
Yeah.
15, bro. 15 titles. The Ron Newman Cup went up to Ontario.
How was your trip?
A miserable trip.
I wish I could have gone with you.
I mean, a miserably lonely trip. Up to 15
I'm sorry.
on a Friday.
Yeah.
I was told that's the way to Vegas. And so there was a lot of people going up to Vegas.
Oh,
I thought maybe it was for the Ontario game versus San Diego Sockers. I was like, oh, está bien
man.
perrón.
No, Chicaravana acá.
No, but so for those who don't know, I did have a chance this last Friday to go to the first game of the championship series between the San Diego Sockers and the Ontario Fury. Shout out to our buddies over at Sockers Overtime. That's what I listened to on my way up to catch myself up a little bit into what's the goings-ons with Sockers this season.
It's indoor soccer, guys. It's a fuck ton different.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's definitely different than outdoor soccer. I actually grew up on indoor soccer. It was my favorite over outdoor soccer. Soy una bestia.
Really?
Soy una bestia.
Pues sí, que la pinche portería, güey. No mames.
Partially, but no. I mean, it was a great experience.
It was acá como en los videos de tus highlights ahí en el Lindo Park.
See those are a little too small. Okay, but no. So I made the trip up there. It was a 2.5 hour trip up all the 15. No. If you're wondering what's up to 15, nothing. The lake.
Mountains, right?
Casi it's on the other side. Anyway, so I did have a little vlog just if you want to see what exactly it looked like where I was walking around. Shout out to Jerry again, who showed me a little bit of the ropes. He's like, honestly, you could go anywhere, like just go on the field. I walked through the tunnel in the back onto the pitch that has
so it just
wood.
Let you wander around?
Yeah, I just wandered around.
Was there like free food or anything?
There was absolutely no food. There was absolutely no food or drinks.
How hungry were you? Spread out. How hungry were you?
Not very hungry because I'm strategic with the way that I do these things, especially for
You ate before?
Yeah, I stopped by I would say somewhere along before Bonsall to a Jack in the Box.
For what?
Bonsall?
What the fuck is that?
It's North County, city.
Shit.
Like yeah, bro. Yeah, see, like.
Damn.
We're here in the South Bay. We don't. Some of our folk don't know about, North County cities and
I really
things.
don't. I really don't.
But no, it was a good trip. I keep talking about the trip. It was so bad.
Pacific Beach is like north.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, no, because that's how south we are. We're more familiar with TJ than North County, straight up.
Is that area? Is that the 858 or
760?
Oh shit!
I think that's where like areas closer to Presidente Steve from the locals, like that's up there. Yeah. Anyway, so I did wander around. I walked into a VIP like a executive box seating, because they all had them open, and I went ahead and got some water there. I don't know if I was supposed to, but it was tap water. You know, I threw the trash away. Responsible. Leave the place cleaner than how you found it. Huh?
Did you wear gloves? Nah, I was kidding.
No, absolutely not.
I'm fully back.
So that was another thing. Yeah. So like that's the whole thing. Like this was the first experience in a live sporting event with people, because I had been to the San Diego Loyal games, but those were very limited, very closed down. You know, very separated. There was people coming in. I saw our favorite Kiwi of San Diego Loyal fame, that's the local fame, Nick Duffy. And Weston,
nice.
The boy Weston was there. So again, if you guys want to check out what it looked like a little bit more, where I sat, I was walking around, check it out on the Tube Malls and my YouTube page. Also, the Alejandro Guido translated, subtitled video went up today.
Give that one some love. Tony worked hard on that one. It's hard to fucking.
I told myself I did one with Yair last year from the Loyal. Took me forever, and I vowed never to do a translated
and that
video
was
game
before you even knew how to play with everything.
Yeah, exactly. Even now, I still kind of forget how that goes. Anyway, it was a great game. They kicked ass on that Friday. I wasn't able to go this last Sunday, where they actually closed the series down. They went to overtime. I want to say the one thing that I missed out on, I can tell you right now, is our friend Craig Elston. The way he commentates these games, o sea, con pasión, it's honestly great. The way he represents
San Diego,
not even San Diego, but the sport. Like, he gives it such respect. Where I'm trying to find. There we go. So if we do this, a little rusty.
The Sockers have been a team that if they get 5, you're in pretty big trouble. And they've got 2 already. Here's Pollo. Pollo off a steal.
Also, if you hear that in the background, it's a goddamn marching band. It was a full-on marching band in the Toyota Arena from Ontario. Yeah.
What the fuck?
First of all, hear me out, right? COVID protocols, right? You can't be near anybody else. These motherfuckers had a whole section. They were a little spaced out, but they're like blowing into tubas and shit. Literal air and spitting valves and shit. Like, okay, all right, sure. They got on my nerves a little bit.
It's a little weird.
But yeah.
Pollo shoots. He scores! They let the chicken out of the coop early.
What a fucking great call.
And Pollo's running free. It's free.
Pollo's running free.
I gotta give it to him, man. Like, Craig, you're the man. I was listening to some other people just mingling about.
Yeah.
Talking about how like they like playing San Diego because they like listening to Craig do color commentary, and it's a treat. Again, him and Jerry work very, very hard for the account and the content they have. Porterazo, like again, like it was a really good experience.
You think?
Yes.
Madre
without a shadow of a doubt, yes. Yes.
It's different once you're on there.
Yeah, it is different when we're out there. My next thing is I'm gonna ask our boys, hey, let me go to walk into a practice. Obviously, after everybody's back from celebrating the 15th championship. But it was again really entertaining. By the way, to answer your question from like 10 minutes ago, no, there was no food, and I ate Jack in the Box, and I planned it accordingly. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're a big guy, you plan that shit accordingly.
Speaking about being a big guy, I broke a chair.
What? You did tell me about that.
So I broke a chair.
Tell us about that shit.
So in the, let's see if I could pull it up.
Like you lean back and it snapped? Or?
Well, no, it's like stadium seating. So I was sitting very, very close to in the front row in the corner. Actually, let me see if I can just pull it up right here.
Right there.
So this right here, for the listeners on YouTube, for the listeners on not YouTube, for the watchers, circling right here is where I am. If you look closely on the floor, you can see the arm rail cup
Yeah.
holder on the floor. They're not size friendly there, and it's weird because the other seats are, but that front row is just like very fat phobic. So I broke it, and as I broke it, like I heard like some woman in the background just like legitimately laughing that I broke that fucking chair. Usually I die inside a little bit, but I was just like, no, like objectively speaking, fat guy
Oh my
breaking
God.
chair is
Classic.
always it's a
Classic.
classic. It's hilarious.
Classic.
But no, I mean again, these guys would run circles around your average indoor soccer league. Like esos vatos en
Yeah.
the water tower.
No, pues sí, güey.
No,
Sí,
like
güey, they're pros.
it's insane. They do come out all and celebrate when they score, which is weird. Also, there's VAR.
That's,
I mean, you'd like that.
yeah, I mean, do they call it VAR or?
They challenge the call.
So there's challenge.
There's challenges. There's also a point in the game where if they were down by a lot, they literally and they call it over the PA like, oh, so and so is coming for the goalkeeper. He is the 6th attacker. O sea, un pinche portero ambulante, a literal portero ambulante, without gloves, with a different shirt, like a volleyball.
Like in hockey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like, yeah, exactly. You can tell I'm not very familiar with hockey, but yes.
Yeah, it's a tactic to just have more attackers, but no portero.
Yeah. An
And
ambulatory
like,
goalkeeper.
portero, tírale.
And it's crazy.
Is there rules like from a certain? I know indoor
you can
you can't send the ball in the air past the third line,
the 3 lines, yeah.
and then can you shoot from anywhere? Or
Yeah, you can shoot from anywhere. Also, something that's very different from your typical indoor soccer league, si hay
box is
barridas. Si hay barridas.
Oh.
Y se barren con huevos, güey. Like,
That's dangerous.
it's
But they're
crazy.
not wearing cleats.
They're not wearing cleats.
wearing
But
the indoor
wait,
shoes.
I mean, indoor soccer, like you still can't be like
Turf
in any
burns.
leagues
All the
I've
turf
played.
burns.
Yeah, I mean it
But
was
imagine if
really
they were
fun.
wearing regular cleats. They get stuck.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, man.
But yeah,
I'm glad you had a great time over there.
so it was fun. So shout out to the Soccers, 15 hopefully.
Shout out, man.
Not the only soccer team
Jerry.
from San Diego that ends up winning championship in this year.
Shout out to Jerry and Craig. You guys killed
I'm
it.
just looking at see if I forgot anything. A broken chair, women laughed. Yep, that's pretty much. Escoto and Capitan este vato, Greg
Chiles.
Childs.
Charles?
See, güey,
Oh,
he's a little
Chiles.
Chiles. I did put Chile. But yeah, so it was a really cool experience.
Cool.
A lot of San Diego people traveled up there. A lot of San Diego people.
That was good.
But yeah. Anyways, so the breaking news.
All right, God darn it, man. This is what I think a lot of you are going to be tuning in for, and our take on this issue. 12 teams that are ruining soccer right now.
Ruining soccer is how
Like,
you're gonna.
straight
Okay.
up. That's how I'm putting it right now.
I mean, I think they're saving soccer. No, they don't. They're. I am not gonna. I was legitimately thinking about pros, about the Super League in Europe.
So let's start out with what happened.
Yeah.
Right? Like, these 12 teams met behind UEFA's back, and they came up with the Super League.
UEFA being the European. I mean, obviously, if you're tuning in, I think you know,
Yeah,
right?
you guys know
I don't
what
want to have
UEFA
to
You guys know
dumb it
what
down.
UEFA is.
Yeah,
The Federation.
you guys
for
are
Europe.
smart people, smart listeners here.
So the big six in the Premier League, the big three in Spain, big three in Italy,
Which
and
are
three other clubs. So Man U, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Juve, Inter, AC Milan, and three other clubs met. They started this league just for the sake of making more
a
money.
Super League.
It's all to make more money. And
At least they were honest, right?
yes, but here's the thing, man. Champions League in itself is already it's already a good competition.
Yeah.
And the simple fact that starting this shit is screwing a lot of the smaller teams over.
Mm-hmm.
Like just how Ferdinand said, you have Arsenal in the Super League thing, they just tied to Fulham.
Okay.
They're like top 9th place in the league. Like, what? It makes no sense. And then, okay, so all the leagues are on FIFA side
Uh huh.
and on UEFA side
Yeah.
when it comes to not supporting this league.
Yeah.
FIFA did say that anybody that participates in the tournament will be banned from the 2022 World Cup and any international tournament with their country.
Mm-hmm.
That means for the Euros, for the 2021 Euros.
Yes.
Like, nope, they're not gonna play. There's not gonna be anyone.
Okay, so
like what? Oh man, I think there's a video you want to see that explains everything.
You want to okay. Which, and while clicking on my endless tabs, what's it called? I just saw again, which would be breaking and top story news is that Mourinho getting fired, right? Like any other day, that's the top story happening. But anyways, this is kind of like the breakdown of exactly.
I'm gonna watch a video. It explains everything better than I just did.
Is a little bit more sparse than you expect ordinarily from Tifo, then that's why. Of the Super League are 12 founding clubs who will have permanent membership. From England, there's Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal. From Spain, we have Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona, and from Italy, we have Juventus, AC Milan and Inter Milan. Now, clubs from Germany and France, most notably Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain, have rejected the opportunity to take part and have stated their opposition to...
So, okay. So, the biggest clubs, right? I see Manchester United, Manchester City, te la doy. Liverpool. All right. Tottenham's where you kind of start getting dicey, right? Because Tottenham has a big following. And obviously, this is what's being taken into consideration. We'll have some audio and we'll translate it literally from the horse's mouth. Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid presidente. But anyway, like, they're taking into consideration the social media grasp and everything. That's how they're spinning it. It's a global sport and we're going to make money, yes. And at least, again, they're saying, this is for the money. Like, I got to give them that. Like, they're being completely honest about it. They're like, yeah, this is going to make us more money.
It's because of COVID, obviously. They all lost money. Here's the thing, though. How greedy can you be? Like, you're not the only one that lost money. Everybody lost money.
Yeah. And I'll get a little bit to that. Like, how, like the whole greed aspect. And there's a lot of finger pointing going on about like greed and this and that from the greediest motherfuckers out there. So, you know.
To the breakaway. Those 12 clubs who are committed, however, will eventually be joined by 3 other permanent members, and those 15 teams will, according to reporting by The Athletic's Adam Crofton, collectively receive 3.5 billion euros for joining. It was revealed by Reuters that JP Morgan, the US investment bank, would be providing the initial funding for the league.
Isn't that crazy?
I gotta get a new bank.
All these like billionaires need a loan, and then like JP Morgan, just like a company somewhere,
I'm getting a new bank.
Can do that. Like, that's crazy.
Canceling my Chase membership. I'm moving on to Navy Federal.
But you have to have somebody that's in the.
My dad's a veteran.
Is he really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. He's there for 3-4 years.
Doing what?
There was no active duty at the time.
Wait, ¿y de dónde saliste tú, güey? Like, you're like, wow. I have a lot more respect for your dad. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for his service.
Oh, let him know.
I'll let him know next time I see him. Yeah. Hey. Thank you. Thank you,
señora. I never mentioned that.
What is
Señor Goat.
Señor Goat. Señor Mr. Chiva.
Goat Senior.
Outside the permanent group of members, 5 other teams would enter the league annually via a qualifying mechanism based on achievements in the prior season.
What are going to be those achievements? What is it going to be?
Ahí está.
Ahí está aquí, güey.
Anybody can make the Super League.
5 teams?
Anybody can, bro.
5 teams?
Hey, man. Hey, so look, you have to be the best of the best to make it in there. I think one of
those 3 teams is going to be Porto. There has to be a German team. There's rumors that it could be Leipzig. And there's also rumors that Bayern Munich is just turning things around and joining, but I don't think they will. And then so you have another third team that's gonna be official. After that, who do you invite based on merit? Like,
I mean that's in there. I think to say like, hey, anybody can join. If you're Newcastle, anything is possible.
Celta Vigo. That's the thing.
Hey, you win La Liga and you can make it into our Super League.
Like, what
And
gives
make-
them the
and make-
right to do that?
What
Like,
what doesn't give them the right to do that is what I'll
it's
say.
just that they have the most money.
Okay, there you
Like,
go.
it's screwing all the smaller teams over.
Definitely,
And the thing is, okay,
definitely. I am in no way
I think
supporting this.
We're also gonna watch the Fiorentino video, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
cool.
let's go
I'll
ahead and
save that
just.
comment for
And
later.
together, those 20 teams would then be sorted into 2 groups of 10,
Ahí está.
with 4 teams from each qualifying for a 2-legged quarter-final stage.
There you go. It's Champions League. It is what it is, bro. The champions.
Oh, people are gonna
Now,
hate.
there is no
I'm gonna click
indication
this,
yet
and
of
we're gonna
how
think that
and
you
by
said it.
whom the
You spoke all over that. What?
Go ahead, start it again.
Okay, sorry.
competition might be broadcast.
Broadcast, CBS. You were saying también el
Deportes is fucked.
that's Univision, right?
Univision,
Yeah. So they just bought Champions League for quién sabe cuánto dinero.
Super League does already have a well-defined structure comprising some of the most powerful executives
There
in
we go.
world football.
Who's gonna run
Real
this?
Madrid's Florentino Perez will be
Oh,
the
you
new
don't
chairman.
say Real Madrid. Real Madrid's chairman. Wow.
No, and you don't think Barcelona's in here with dealings that Bartolomeo was doing? The dude that's in jail now, or going to
Yeah.
I mean,
Will be supported by 4 vice chairmen. Manchester United's Joel Glaze,
that's your boy.
Shame.
That's your fucking boy.
Shame.
That's your fucking boy. And then Bruno Fernandes coming out today and saying, "Hey,
Yeah, he
dreams
doesn't
can't
like
be
it.
bought."
Yeah.
And
He had to delete the post.
did he really?
I think was it on his story or was it on his?
I think it was on his Twitter. I don't even know, but
I thought it was
like,
a post.
that's your boy.
Liverpool's John Henry, Arsenal's
Yeah, Liverpool, fuck you. And Stan Kroenke, that's your boy. Wait, 2 of your boys.
Kroenke.
That's
Okay.
Arsenal's.
Stan Kroenke owns the Rams, motherfucker. Check your boy, bro. Hey, no mama's way. How are you not in favor of this then? It's just they're catering to you.
Am I profiting off this?
You are
No, I'm
you are
not.
the problem. You are the problem.
I'm-
Juventus'
problem.
Andrea Agnelli.
Fuck that guy too.
Of course, also the reaction to this has been venomous. Before the official announcement was even made, UEFA released their own statement.
All right, so this is their version of the statement. We can go to the actual statement.
Yeah.
Oh, and yes, because this is their whole thing. They announced a new way for smaller clubs to make it into
36
the Champions
teams
League for
in
2026.
2024.
Yeah, like
2024.
it's
Which is what big teams don't want. And I get it.
they don't want to be traveling to just pueblos bicicleteros, güey. Like why even bother? I am, o sea, yo soy Tony Cruz. What am I doing in these slums
In
of
some
of
green
Rome
Greece
and,
or
like- yeah, just
so
sea,
disrespectful.
I'll say. It is. I
It's
mean,
kinda
it
true.
really
It
is.
is kinda true,
And
though.
it is elitist. It is everything. It is, and they're not hiding it. Again, I'm not for it,
They're really not.
but they're just saying, "Hey, the UEFA." That's what I was gonna look for. They're not. They're being honest about it. And I mean, would you watch it? Okay, it starts tomorrow. Would you watch it?
Fuck, man.
Because-
the thing is, as podcasters
Mm-hmm.
and for the people, we would have to watch it.
We would have to. Yes.
If I didn't have the 2000 Mike didn't exist, I would not watch it.
No.
I would not. I
Yeah,
would
no.
boycott. I've boycotted Man United before. I have boycotted Man United.
But what do you
before.
say to those people who don't have that necessarily choice to boycott? O sea, like, again, another fucked up aspect about this is that
So-
nobody asked a single player about this.
No, they haven't asked the players.
They
so,
didn't-
here's where the teams are gonna end up realizing that they fucked up. Once they see that the fans are not for it, once they see that people are boycotting and not watching, once they see players are protesting and maybe decide not to play, once they see coaches decide maybe to just quit or just not want to participate, that's when they're gonna realize, oh shit, we kind of fucked up. We should have maybe approached this a little differently and brought in the players with us and kind of sell it to them more. They kept it to themselves, like the top people.
The elites.
There's this article, Arsene Wenger, that said the Super League is coming in 10 years. And that was in 2009.
Because they've been talking
They've
about
been
it.
the talk.
They've been talking.
And the
COVID just
thing
gave
is,
them an excuse.
It feels so corrupt because the old FIFA president, what was his name?
Sepp Blatter.
Yeah, like he was so corrupt.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he
The
gave
best.
the team,
Number one at
He-
corruption.
he gave the owners the idea, hey, like you guys should definitely look into this because UEFA's doing this, and you guys,
Yeah.
it has a role from back then.
So is this a giant game of poker? Are they bluffing? Is this gonna be fixed by saying, okay, then like we'll give you more money as the winners? Because that's all it is.
Man. So here's the thing. I feel like players should step up and be like, hey, you know what? If it's because we'll take pay cuts if we need to. They're already making so much money.
They won't, though.
They won't. I know, because at the end of the day, they're rich and they're greedy as well.
Yeah.
But do you really want to see Chelsea play one day Real Madrid, the next week Barca, and then Manchester United, and then Chelsea, and then Liverpool, and then all these teams like back to back?
Yes.
Do you really want to see that? I think it loses its prestige. That's the beauty of Champions League. You have Barcelona playing against Chelsea, and oh my God, man, it's a rematch from that other Champions League because of la robada Chelsea. A huevo, we finally get to play Barca again. That's not gonna happen anymore. You're gonna get used to playing these teams already. The players se van a gastar los jugadores
Yeah.
porque no está jugando con todo. Your player rotations are gonna go to crap. You're not gonna be able to play your youngsters because you want to compete against these teams. Like there's no benefit to the players.
I mean, in that case, if they do it, I mean, so let's say they do go with it. They created this. You know, screw it. We're gonna do it. Do you really think UEFA and FIFA would ban the players from the World Cup? Like, ¿qué culpa tienen los players? Like, there's not their fault at all. And like, it's the dream. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, imagine that player, the Liverpool or Manchester United, the kid that grew up in Manchester, that grew up in Liverpool. His whole dream was to play one day in Liverpool. And now you're playing for Liverpool, a team that isn't even going to be in the Champions League, isn't going to be in the Premier League. Like, would you leave?
I would.
But again, how is that fair to that player? Like,
It's not.
Again, like it's not.
And
but
the team's gonna
it's
say,
crazy.
"Suck
These
it
are
up,
things.
Buttercup." That's what the team's gonna tell you.
Well, this is what UEFA told this Super League. UEFA, the English Football Association, the Premier League, the Royal Spanish Football Federation, and La Liga, and the Italian Football Federation, Serie A, have learned that a few English, Spanish, and Italian clubs may be planning to announce their creation of a closed, so-called, that's so petty, so-called Super League. If this were to happen, we wish to reiterate that the UEFA and everybody else that was mentioned before will remain united in our efforts to stop this cynical project, a project that is founded on the self-interest of a few clubs at the time, when society needs solidarity more than ever. Okay. If I'm those clubs, do you think that statement is gonna change my mind? No. We will consider all measures available to us at all levels, both judicial and sporting, in order to prevent this from happening. Football is based on open competition and sporting merit. It cannot be any other way. Hey, but there's those 3 spots for you.
Sporting freaking merit. Why is Arsenal there? Why is Arsenal? They have no merit right now. They're trash.
Because
They're
they're
trash.
willing to roll the dice.
It's garbage, dude. It's all.
I mean, it is garbage.
Man, it's just like you said, it's because they have a lot of fans and a lot of big following.
And so here's where the big threats are starting to come. As previously announced by FIFA and the 6 confederations, the club concerned will be banned from playing in any other competitions at domestic, European, and world level, and their players could be denied the opportunity to represent their national teams.
Can I just say, if PSG was not in the semifinals, they would have joined.
So that's what they're talking about today.
It's about making money, but they care about the Champions League. They want the Champions League so bad.
Exactly.
That they're like, you know what? Hey guys, we're not gonna mess with this. I feel like they're gonna end up being one of those 3 teams, unknown teams.
If they lose the Champions League, that's the thing. Like,
If they lose,
this is the way they're gonna
announcement,
win.
we're joining the Super League.
This is the way that they're gonna win this year, because before, now you had, who are they playing?
City.
They would have Manchester City, who would be, bounced out. City bounced out. Madrid bounced. Chelsea bye.
Campeones.
So what? The finals is going to be here awarded to Porto and PSG.
Porto.
Not Porto.
Just PSG.
Who am I missing?
No, it's semifinals.
Well,
It's 14.
That's right. That's it. Just
No,
awarded.
they said
awarded
the
to
PSG would be the champions. Yeah.
Not this way. Not this way.
Fiorentino did come out today and said that there is no way these clubs are going to get suspended.
So okay, let's listen to what Mr. Fiorentino, who obviously speaks Spanish, and we'll pause it and translate it and give you our take on it. So this is Fiorentino Perez on Chiringuito, the very professional looking man.
It's the 2 balls in the mic of Spain.
I mean, I was looking at their graphics. Like, this is the biggest soccer show, and they have these the kitty graphics, not kitty graphics, but
And they have Fiorentino Perez on.
yeah, right.
Yikes.
Amigos, yo ya soy amigo de todos. Después de 20 años ya me contará. Pues
So that's okay. So
se nos ocurrió una cosa tan sencilla.
¿Se nos ocurrió? ¿Se le ocurrió a usted?
No, a todos. Somos amigos. Yo ya soy amigo de todos. Después de 20 años ya me contará.
so he's talking about, hey, is this your idea? It's like, no, this is the idea. We all just came together, all the owners, like.
They're
what was
all
it, you?
friends.
They're all friends. We've been friends for 20 years. Makes sense, right? Biggest clubs, Champions League, friends. Yeah, I mean, obviously this guy is in conversation doing billionaire shit with Stan Kroenke.
Yeah.
So, continue.
Pues que en vez de hacer la Champions, que iba perdiendo interés tal como ya estaba, como ha
Now,
pasado
do
a lo
you
largo
think
de la
Champions League
historia,
has been
como
losing
pasó en los
interest?
años 50,
So he's right
cuando
now
se
he's
quedó
saying,
la-
you know what? Like it's like Champions League has been losing interest, and then he's gonna go ahead and mention that the same thing happened in Europe, in the cup.
In the
50 years ago, in
creation
50s,
of the creation of the European Cup and
how it changed into the Champions League.
Mhm.
This is just a new thing. But the thing is,
Okay.
this is just 12 teams. It's not open to everybody.
it
There you go. The
but
5
it
slots.
is, but it
No,
is.
But it's not.
And if you're
You mean to
Parma
tell me- you
in
mean to tell me-
Serie A,
you mean to tell
better
me- you
hope
mean to tell me-
you win.
You mean to tell me they're gonna invite Rangers with Gerrard as their coach, who have been killing it? I think they almost went undefeated in their season.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the playoff for Champions League, and they can still make the Champions League.
Would the
think- you
Scottish
think
League
this-
even be available to funnel
then,
into it?
Then it's not open to everyone.
I mean, Champions League is it? I mean, it is.
It's open to there's at least one representative from everywhere.
But do we really want to see Millwall
All I'm saying
Coming
is
getting promoted?
last year you had Atalanta and Leipzig in the semifinals.
I think that's why that's why the están tan ardidos.
I think
that's why
they're
that hurt
realizing
them.
they're fucking
That
realizing
hurt
that
them.
the other teams the players are stepping up. You don't need superstars to compete.
Yes, and that they lost to Ajax, these big teams. They lost to Lyon, these big teams in the last couple of years. You're realizing it's not as easy as it once was.
It's getting competitive.
It's getting competitive,
and they fucking hate that.
and they really do. So this is still more president of Real Madrid, Fiorentino Perez.
la Copa de Europa. Siempre que hay un cambio, siempre hay gente, y me pregunta el presidente, pasó igual en el año 50 con Santiago Bernabéu. La UEFA y la FIFA se opusieron a la creación de la Copa de Europa y cambió la historia del fútbol.
So he's saying that again. 50 years ago, Santiago Bernabéu, they were the ones that started this, and it changed soccer essentially. And this is what they're doing again.
La competitividad, ese atractivo, además se valora más en la televisión.
Do you think
Entonces,
Champions has lost interest? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean,
don't-
it's
I
bigger
don't
than
know- I
ever.
don't know where he's getting that from.
I can't I wasn't there when. I mean, I can't remember. When was the first Champions League? The current format.
80s?
Yeah. So I mean, I can't imagine back then. No way, 55. Okay, I mean, I guess a variation of it, but this new Champions League style, pretty much, it was revolutionary at one time, right? So they
think it
probably
did start in
told
55.
people, hey, you're crazy for even trying this at one
I
point.
think it did start in 55.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
'cause
it was
he
called
said-
the European
No,
Cup.
He said in the 50s it changed.
But it was called, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Pues se generan más recursos. Cuando dicen, no, es que son los ricos. No, si aquí no hay. En Madrid.
That was funny. So he's saying, people are saying, talking shit, like, oh, it's only the rich ones. And then he's literally like, no, it's not the rich people. Look who's in it. Real Madrid. Like, as if we're like the humble, you know, up and
Oh
coming.
my
Like,
God, fuck you, Florentino.
Yo no soy dueño del Real Madrid. Real Madrid es un club de socios. Yo todo lo que hago es por el bien del fútbol.
what I'm doing is not because Real Madrid. I do not own Real
He's
Madrid.
right. He's not the owner.
What
He's
I'm
not the owner.
doing, so see, here's like what he's saying. What I'm doing, I'm contributing to football, to soccer.
you're
like,
not.
like this is changing the sport itself for the betterment
He's a
of the
fucking
sport.
pioneer of change.
En este momento hacemos esto para salvar el fútbol, que está
To
en un
save
momento
soccer.
crítico.
That right point right now, it's at a critical point.
Wow. How is it at a critical point? Is that it's most popular? If anything, it's critical because of a pandemic that everyone just suffered through it.
True.
Not just you. Everybody.
Pero claro, usted dice, no, es lo mejor para el fútbol, pero muchos pueden pensar, hombre, es lo mejor para unos cuantos equipos, los más poderosos.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you could keep saying that,
Look how defensive he gets.
but it's like you could be saying that, but like look, for the most powerful teams,
Le estamos dando chance a 5 equipos.
everybody can go in.
Porque van a hacer un torneo para ellos.
No. Eso lo que genera es más dinero. O sea, usted entenderá que un Real Madrid-Manchester o un Barcelona-Milan son más atractivos que...
Get what? They're saying like a Manchester Milan, a Real Madrid, Manchester United are more attractive.
Ajax
Or
Barça.
no,
Que un Leon Manchester City.
you can't say no.
He's not
He's
wrong,
not
but that's
wrong.
the thing. When you're gonna have it so much, it's gonna lose its prestige.
You can only have so much cake.
Thank you. That's a good one. That's a good example.
Bring it back to food, guys.
Like, these games are cake.
Yeah,
Everyone fucking loves cake.
you have cake for special occasions, for weddings, for
Birthdays.
birthdays, for anniversaries,
Celebrations,
for
whatever. That's a
That's
great
what I
example.
cake for.
That's the greatest
What
example
fuck-
Two Balls and a Mic is ever gonna give you guys.
Thank you. Now I'm trying. What else do people have cake for? Divorce cake.
Divorce cake.
Divorce cake.
Oh man.
Yo qué sé, que un Manchester con un equipo muy
The past
modesto
bar.
que participe en la Champions, porque participan todos los países.
I will be on board 1,000% if this new Super League says no to VAR.
Oh.
Bueno, yo entiendo, el
It's like the XFL. Like we have our rules.
Who's gonna referee this?
I'm pretty sure a couple referees are out there that wouldn't mind.
Oh, the cops just passed by.
Yeah, really?
Oh, there was some flashing lights. Either cop or ambulance.
Color?
It was red, mostly red.
Well, you know what? We're about to take over the podcast for a little bit.
Betiche.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Yeah, no worries. So, Florentino Perez is saying he's gonna save soccer and that it's at a critical point. I don't think so. If you guys think it is, let me know because I don't know from where. Critical point? Why? Because other teams are competing in their leagues. Because Leicester City's in third freaking place in the Premier League. Because West Ham is competing for a Champions League spot. Are you kidding me? Because Atletico Madrid is on top of the table right now, even though they're considered still one of the super teams. Because Juventus is in fourth place. Because PSG is so far in second place, and another team's in first. You guys get my point. That's not a critical. That's just soccer getting competitive all around. There's good players in every single team now. You can't just big clubs have to either invest in their youth academies and come up with better talent because other teams are catching up. Coast is clear. Good to hear, man. I feel so much safer now. But what I was just saying right now is he's saying it's at a critical point, right?
Yeah.
And why is it a critical point? Because Leicester City's in third place. West Ham's fighting for a Champions League spot.
Yeah.
Because Nice is in first place over PSG. Because
crazy.
Juventus is in fourth place in the
Yeah.
league.
Yeah. So they're just saying they're taking their ball and going home.
martes o miércoles es muy divertido ponerse a ver la tele y ver cada semana un partido de estos. Pero también habrá
Cada
clubes
semana-
que digan,
cada
¿y
semana-
por qué yo no puedo acceder a esa Superliga?
No, sí, el tema,
qué? ¿Por
el
qué?
tema es el siguiente, es pasar a las televisiones y es lo que pagan. Pueden acceder, digamos, ¿qué es lo que demanda el mundo entero? Porque, como he dicho, el deporte da igual. Tenemos fan en Singapur, en China.
Good point, right? Like, again, this is what they're thinking. Like, they're saying, we're bringing the sport to the world. We have fans everywhere in Singapore and China and this and that. Big markets where there's like billions of people, and it's an untapped resource. And that's where a lot of the followers come from on Instagram. That's how they connect with the club. They see it through social media because it's free and it's the internet. But at the same time, they're literally admitting, like, look, this is what the TV stations want. This is what they're going to want. They're going to want to see Manchester United versus Chelsea every other day. They want to see, all these games, like, and the people over there in Singapore and all those people that want to just watch it and want to watch great games.
And what about the people that root for the smaller teams? You're saying fuck these guys.
Get good, guys.
They are getting good. That's why they're doing this. They're scared.
Yeah, get better. Like, get 1 and 2. But that's the thing. Tottenham,
Step up, compete in the
Arsenal.
Champions League, win the Champions League that you're supposed to.
all those clubs, they have a permanent spot in this.
It's ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, so that's kind of
That's our take, guys. We don't like
some of the
it. We don't support
happening.
it.
There-
We see why they're doing it, and we understand why they want more money and this and that. But at the end of the day, I freaking hate it. I think it's gonna change everything in Europe. I'm still.
everybody's
you know what?
opposed to it. Like, there's
If
people,
it happens, I'm boycotting it. I'm sticking to local soccer with the Soccers, and
San Diego Loyal.
San Diego
There's a lot of
Loyal.
soccer to go around in this world.
I can't even say Mexican soccer because that's already corrupt. You know?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Hey, LA Galaxy, man, Chicharito,
Hey, yeah. It's
2 goals.
2 goals. Congratulations, Chicharito. Congratulations to Andrew, who's having
Oh,
a
man.
baby.
Do you
chairman
even
of
want to
San
talk
Diego
about Champions League?
I mean, kinda.
So
Like, this
semifinals.
is gonna be a
semifinals are set.
giant thing, because Super League talk is not gonna end anytime soon. If anything, it's gonna get more intense as it goes. Players have gone talked to. I mean, we'll just sneak in here the Mourinho thing before we get into the Champions
yeah.
thing, because again, this is probably fallout. People are speculating from Mourinho speaking out about this league and how he doesn't want to be, involved in it, which good. Something Klopp also, there's a lot of people saying that.
Milner also said he doesn't want to
Man,
be
like,
in
there's
it.
just so much to talk about. You didn't see this, but just listen to my boy over here at NBC Sports. And again, it's one of those, like, look who's talking type of things.
The last few words there about the owners, and I'm sorry, but it is about certain owners that see this as a business. It's not. Owning an English football club and
But it is.
Yes, it's a business, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be looked into that way.
As we have cops coming down our street.
I thought you said the song was clear.
This is, like, very inside baseball into my mind, but I, like, get crazy anxiety from things like that.
Really?
Crazy.
Hey, man, we're in a safe spot. We're in your garage. We're talking sports.
We're in a fucking very well lit garage.
Relax.
There was a time the day the ACL went, I had surgery,
Ah.
and I was packed full of just, like, painkillers on the like, and there was a high-speed chase here in Imperial Beach. The guy ended up dipping here by my house, ran on foot,
Oh, shit.
ran into my garage in here where we're at. The
He
day
was in
before
here?
my surgery in here. So we didn't know that. And I was in my room. My room is in the
Outside,
backyard. It's separate from the house. So then, like, I like woke up like at midnight, and I just, like, hear and listen, like, footsteps, and I see flashing lights on my windows. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So I get up on my little crutches, open the door. There's 3 cops with a gun pointing at me with an attack dog, saying, "Who else is in there? Who else is in there?" And then I'm like, oh, wait, it's just me. They're like, all right, crutches. Like, okay, come on out. And they checked my room. Nobody was in there. And then at this point, there was, like, came into the inside of the house in my living room. There was, like, 9 cops already inside of my house. And as they're like, all right, he's not in here. So they leave. And as they're leaving, they said, nobody's in the house. He's not here, whatever. we have our dog inside the house, and she's just scratching on the wall here from the inside onto the garage. Jeez, ¿Qué está pasando, boy?
Oh man.
I hope everybody's okay, guys.
So the dog was scratching.
So the
like
dog
on
was
door?
scratching, no, like on that wall. So those are 2 rooms. So he was scratching there, like, oh, that was weird. And so it was summer, so it was really hot. And so when they started walking around, like in hilerita, like just in a single file line, on the outside of the house, like I'm like, that window was open earlier,
It was close.
and it was closed.
And you said that to the cops.
And then I'm like, yeah, and I told the cop, like, well, like the last dude that was leaving the house, I'm like, hey, check the garage. It was locked. We left it open. Long story short, boom, they opened the garage. Guy was here. Anyway,
Damn.
inside,
Oh wow.
there we go. We're good.
This took a turn.
Um,
I didn't know. Oh, I think you had mentioned it to me.
yeah, and then the next day I had my knee surgery, and yeah, there was that.
And I'm sure
So
European
no wonder you get
football clubs,
excited from
it's
hearing
not
cop
about making
sirens.
money.
You're
You
okay,
are the
buddy?
custodian.
You okay? Do we need
we're
to take a
good.
break?
No, we're good. 100%, we're good.
And they say that they don't really own it. You're temporarily owning our club, the fans will say. But that's a strong feeling. And there's never been an owner that I've ever known or heard about that thinks they're going to make money in English football. You go in there because you love it. And
Relax.
That's a stretch.
Relax.
That's a stretch.
That's a fucking stretch.
That's a
All right, they're
stretch.
still talking about like, oh,
like you're talking about owning a multi-billion
Yeah.
dollar
clearly you've met the wrong
team
owners.
slash company,
Like-
if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
You become a teacher because you love it,
Yeah.
not because of the money.
Yeah.
You become a team owner because you know there's money there to be
To
made.
be generated, yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of like, again, some other people saying, "Oh, this is right. You're just being greedy." One of the greediest people in the world. You know, it's gonna be a developing story. Let's. I mean, again, something that tomorrow might be decided. Oh well, it just doesn't exist anymore. But again, the prestige. Like, ¿quién no quiere ganar la Champions League? Like, who doesn't want to win the Champions League?
It's ridiculous, man. I just want to say, congrats on Chelsea making semifinals, even though they might get banned. Good for you.
Yay!
Good for you. man.
So we did have the Champions League this last week. The quarterfinals going into the semifinals. How right were we?
I switched it and I went
You said
with
Dortmund.
Dortmund
Yeah,
because
that's
I had a
right.
feeling, and they were up, and then they got the penalty call, and then it went to shit for them. I said Madrid was gonna keep going. Then we said PSG was gonna win. They were gonna advance.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chelsea was a given already.
Yeah, even though I think you called the right score 1-0, Porto winning the second leg, but still
Pinche
advancing.
golazo.
Yeah,
Straight up.
overhead kid, una chilenita. But again, a game that I thought the most attractive game here was the Bayern game, because that was a game that, you know, was a real
This is
test for PSG.
Navas played great.
Navas has been playing some excellent soccer. Greatest goalkeeper coming out of CONCACAF of all time.
Yes.
The greatest. Like,
yeah.
it's crazy to say, but like there's nobody else even near.
If there,
what
if
he's
there
done.
would be anyone out of CONCACAF, it'd have to be a Mexican goalkeeper, because the American goalkeepers are nowhere near as good as Mexican.
Ooh. Yeah, I
If
think
you-
I have
if
some
you
listeners
can-
that
if
would
you had to tell me
disagree.
Tim Howard is better than
Brad Friedel?
Osvaldo Sanchez.
Guzan,
Like, no way. And if your argument is, oh, he played in the Premier League, okay,
Timmy Howard, bro.
so what?
Timmy.
So what? Giovanni Dos Santos just like literally crapped on him.
Yeah, no, I would have retired right then and there.
I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, so PSG team that went through Bayern.
Who's the favorite in the semifinals? Madrid just
Chelsea,
tied.
PSG,
Madrid
City.
just tied in their league. Chelsea, did they win? Oh yeah, they beat City.
We
Yeah,
beat
just
City in the FA Cup.
CJ, who scored the goal, even though he was fasting for Ramadan.
Yes, isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't
Like,
that
he's
just
fucking
fucking
hungry
crazy?
as fuck, and he still played a game. I could not imagine that. I'm
Hunger creates other hungers, bro.
sorry. Hey man,
You focus,
You're
and
hungry
I
for
think,
that goal.
and I actually think that's part of it. Like, I'm not a expert at all in this. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But like, I think that that's part of it. Like, when you're hungry, you're concentrated. Sometimes,
Yeah.
you're overly concentrated on being hungry, but your focus, your
I'm
your
getting
smart.
hungry now. It's like what?
But yeah, so the semifinals boiled down to Real Madrid versus Chelsea, which is going to be played on Tuesday,
If it's
April
played.
27th.
If it's
going to be
played.
played Tuesday, April 27th, the semifinal, the first leg. So let's talk about this as if it was going to happen and not just be awarded to PSG. Real Madrid versus Chelsea again.
They're both really good games.
Yeah, they are.
Like if you think about it, you're like, okay, Real Madrid is way better than Chelsea, but dude, Chelsea has the team.
Like
Chelsea has a team that can, out of nowhere, just play world class.
Great.
Timo Werner, it's a hit or miss.
And when
And
he
he
hits,
can hit, and if he hits, he's gonna play great. Havertz is a talent. You have Pulisic coming off the bench sometimes, and then you have Mount who can play great.
Mhm.
And then I think it's on the back line for Chelsea. Both back lines are weak,
Yeah.
so it's
It's
pretty
a
even, man. It's
toss-up.
pretty even.
Look, as I'm looking at it, Real Madrid versus Chelsea. That's good. That's attractive. And then Manchester City, PSG. I don't know. Switch a PSG for Juventus in the Super League. I mean, on a Wednesday, that wouldn't be so bad. You're saying it's a great game, right? I mean, why not? Why not? The Super League would give us this very often.
This is the thing. I want to see these teams play each other in this type of scenario: semifinals, finals, quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Not just on a group stage every other week. That loses the prestige of it.
So you really enjoy Basel versus Manchester United.
I
Really
enjoy seeing Man U
Really enjoy
lose to them.
Panathinaikos.
Man U
you
fucking
like,
loses to those teams.
Newell Boys from
You mean to tell me
Sweden.
you don't appreciate when
Um,
Ajax out of nowhere just went to the semifinals or quarterfinals, playing the soccer that they were playing? You didn't appreciate that? You don't appreciate the
I
underdog
appreciate
stories?
it.
You don't
I appreciate
you don't
it.
like it?
It's fine. I just like
I
Titans, like-
enjoy it so much having the underdog in the tournament.
if in Power Rangers the Power Rangers always beat the villain before bringing out the Megazord, I'd be like, all right, cool. Nah, I want to see Megazord versus giant monster, bro. With those like just haymakers, let's go. Like, I don't know. It loses little. If the Red Ranger just took care of business, like there was no need for any other Ranger. Like,
Yeah, I think you're.
If
you're
one
mixing
Ninja
things up.
Turtle-
You're mixing things up.
if one Ninja Turtle was just enough to defeat Shredder, like what would be the point of the other four, right? And we all
Okay.
know it'd be Leonardo. What's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
I'm not much into Ninja Turtles.
What are you into? What was your generation?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Which one were you?
Yu-Gi-Oh! I was always the Red Ranger. Red's my favorite color.
Okay, that makes sense. You got the complexion for it. Like I can't be a Red Ranger.
Why?
I'd be a Black or Blue Ranger. Let's be honest here.
Oh man. Okay, Power Rangers is shit. Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hey, I still have my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Have you seen my Yu-Gi-Oh
I
deck?
used to have the thing that
The dual disc?
Yeah,
Oh, bro, I hate you.
I was that guy.
Did you really?
hmm
Do you
It
have a
wasn't that
deck?
much fun. It wasn't that much fun. I
you-
don't have a deck anymore.
If I was to give you a deck, would you be able to play it? Like pick it up?
I was not good at Yu-Gi-Oh!
I will give you
guys.
mine. You
I
just
was
read
not-
it,
I was
and then I'll
not
give
good
you
at
one. I'll play
Yu-Gi-Oh!
with my Exodia deck. Anyway, this got really nerdy
Yeah.
really quick.
So PSG City. What do you have in that one?
Wait, PSG, man. I think it's their year. I think it's their year over Man City.
I think everyone. Sorry. Last year, everybody fucking hated PSG.
Yeah.
And so far, no, usually everybody hates PSG in Man City because they're all about money and this and that. Right now, PSG is kind of proving everyone wrong and saying, hey, you know what? We're not going with the Super League thing. I think a lot of people are going to root for PSG
Yeah.
just because of that. And just because of that, I'm going to root for PSG. And because I hate Man City in general.
And then they're gonna win and just reveal themselves and be like, we're joining the Super League all along. and we're take. Oh, okay. Wrestling reference. There, when CM Punk won the title and took it with him.
So they're going to take the
They're gonna
championship
check it,
trophy.
just take it with.
Look,
take
Super League, look what I got for
You
us.
you can't take it away. Ah.
Oh, my God.
They're just gonna spray paint Super League on the Champions League trophy.
I mean, they make those trophies everywhere. It's not like the World Cup where it's that one trophy.
Or the Stanley Cup for
'Cause
hockey.
The World Cup, it is that one trophy.
It's the one trophy. Yeah.
They let the team have the country has it for a couple, maybe like a year.
I've
or
always
two.
wanted to be. You know that trophy? There does like world tours.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go to one. Like
yeah.
I want to touch
Just
the
see
World
it,
Cup
just
trophy.
see it.
Like just to see it. Like I don't know
Craig
why.
was
like,
living the dream holding that trophy. For
oh, Craig
Sockers.
Elson. Yeah, bro. Him and Jerry, bro. They were
it.
before the game on Friday. He told me like, hey, like, check this out, because he was just like, Jerry was just like going around everywhere. He's just showing me the picture of the trophy, and he's like, I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. I'm like, good. And then good thing he didn't, because Sockers was lost. But thankfully he didn't. Sockers won.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Champions League. Hopefully we get these games, because that's what.
I hope so, man.
5 games left. Just let it
These
finish.
games are in literally 2 weeks.
And it's not the players'
not this week,
fault,
it's next
man. Like,
FA Cup, Chelsea beat Manchester City and ruined their chances of a quadruple.
isn't that crazy though? They were
No,
on
that was
on
insane.
pace for a quadruple. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, man. Leicester, you guys are going to play Leicester in the FA Cup final
Who beat you guys to knock you guys out of the FA Cup, right?
in the quarterfinals, yes.
Yeah. So
And they beat Southampton. Can Chelsea win the FA Cup and the Champions League?
a double
Realistically?
out of nowhere.
Realistically?
Apparently not fucking realistically, because they're gonna fucking take the Champions League away. So, they can. I don't know, man. Like I don't know what Tuchel's doing.
As
what he's
a
doing
Chelsea
right.
fan, do you feel confident going up against Real Madrid?
We'll see what happens. No,
You don't feel
I'm
confident?
I don't want to say I'm
So
confident.
you feel like you're the underdog of the
Definitely,
4 teams?
definitely the underdog out of all 4 teams. Like, we're not supposed to be there.
Not supposed to. It's a long, but the squad that you have,
I mean, compared to like teams like Liverpool, I mean, who weren't doing so
you
good
guys are
too.
playing. You guys are doing better in the league.
Barcelona out there, yeah, we're doing
You guys
good.
probably have more points than Barcelona in the league.
Pinche Barcelona, man. I mean,
Well, yeah, Barcelona won the Copa del Rey, and they
Yeah.
celebrated like it was the World Cup. The
they
players are happy.
drank it in. Messi was happy. He
Messi
was all
was
smiles. It was. I mean, it was typical Barcelona if they had won a Champions
Pinche
League.
el golazo de Messi.
The
güey.
one that
O sea,
got deflected.
No, the one that he dribbled past everyone and then se la pasaron y se metió al área y nada más la tocó al rinconcito. He missed it. Pinche golazo. Check it out. You guys definitely have to see it. In the league, Atletico destroyed Eibar like 5-0, which gave them the 3-point lead again, I think, in the table over Madrid because Madrid tied. So, yeah, 3 points ahead. Barca still has a game because they played the Copa final.
Mm-hmm.
But Atletico can hold on, man.
Yeah, man. Villarreal can maybe make it to the Super League if they try hard enough.
Can I go back to something real quick? Go to the Premier League?
Yeah.
So there's 6 games left in the Premier League.
Oh, and Sheffield United got relegated.
And Norwich came up. No,
Yeah.
but anyways, Man U is down 8 points from City, and in 2012, City was 8 points behind Man U, 6 games left, and then they became champions in the last minute with the famous Aguero.
So you're saying there's a chance, is
There's
what
a
you're saying, for
good
Manchester
chance.
United to come up.
There's a good chance that Manchester United could take over City.
I
Especially
would
with them
hate that so
focusing.
much.
Oh my God! If Man U wins the league,
I would hate that so
Oh
much.
my God, if
because-
Man U wins the
mostly
league.
because it would piss me off that Ole would win it.
oh my
It
God!
would
If
piss
Man
me
U
off
wins the league.
so much if he
8
won it.
points. That's literally 3 wins. Like
And
que
3
empaten,
losses?
que empaten. No, o sea, que
Empate,
empaten.
empate. Yeah, ties. That I mean,
3 empates, 3 ganadas. ¿Cuántos son? 67. Y luego 69, 72,
we're doing math in Spanish, guys,
95.
to see if it's
2
possible for
points, 2
Manchester
points
United.
behind. We would need them to lose. I mean, a couple games, draw a couple.
You really,
Man U has to
again,
win all 6.
Let's look at these full schedule. They have Aston Villa. All right, win. Tottenham.
Aston
who- who are
Villa's a
gonna-
tough team. Aston Villa's
You're
a very
thinking
tough
of
team.
West Ham.
No, Aston Villa's still not playing bad.
Man, Tottenham. They're just emotionally destroyed. Crystal Palace. Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Hey guys. We'll do you. You know what? I hope they tie.
Newcastle, okay, last. I think my
Almost relegation. Brighton. Doesn't matter.
relegation.
Everton. Oof. Who do you guys play?
Oh, I don't know. Who do we play?
You guys play
Leeds.
All
That's
right.
tough
Who just
one.
tied against Liverpool. You guys play against Liverpool. You guys play
We
against
got
Leicester
Leicester,
again.
Wolves,
Oh, you guys play.
Fulham.
Oh, hey, tough group, tough team. Aston Villa. Aston Villa.
Leicester City's tough too.
Fulham, former club of legend, not Patrick Dempsey, Clint Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey.
I mean,
I don't know who Patrick.
you don't. Yes, you do.
Patrick Dempsey.
You know who Patrick Dempsey is.
Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey. Yeah, if our listeners are screaming at you right now because
Really?
we've been talking about it. Patrick
Oh,
Dempsey.
that's his name.
Yeah.
I know him as Derek.
Yeah, Derek from Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, Patrick Dempsey, bro.
How do we always come up with the Grey's Anatomy on a sports podcast?
Wait, because it's coming up and it's crazy. It's crazy good. Miranda Bailey is always going to be my favorite. She's pure, and I hate when she gets hit on by the very hot, attractive nurses. It just it bothers me. Like, I'm like, no, like, you're too good, Miranda, for these fuck boys. Like, what are you doing? Like, nah. And then pinche like literal R&B background dancers that are nurses. First of all, the most handsome hospital of all time, and I'm in here with like first year med students, and then they finally have one ugly doctor, and he actually does something.
Who's the ugly doctor?
It was just a med student that came through. And then I mean, Arizona Robbins left. She came back now. Callie's like, no, she's pregnant with Sloane's baby. We don't know what's gonna happen there.
Wow.
Yep.
A lot of things happening in Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, you're not ready for.
This is why I'm not available for you in the weekends.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Patrick Dempsey.
That's enough of soccer.
That's definitely a great episode.
That
Really
would
appreciate
be
you guys.
great to end it on. But real quick, no. All right, racist. Let's go Dodgers. Da. So the Dodgers had the series against the Padres here in San Diego, 3-game series. I don't know why Padres fans were a bit delusional that they would win the series. I think winning one game was more realistic, which is what happened. They ended up winning the last one. Tatis was back for the Padres. They did great. They had great competition. Second game the first game went to 12 innings.
Yep.
So I mean, that was impressive. Was the Dodgers.
I hate that you're getting into it because the Dodgers
Scoring 5 runs in the 12th inning. That's impressive. Second game went literally to the last chance for the Padres. Good hit, and then Mookie Betts just does what Mookie Betts does as the number 2 MLB player in the league. Catching the ball, making game-winning catch. Amazing. Dodgers, by the way, did not play their MVP player, Bellinger, who's in injury list. Hopefully he's back for the next series next weekend against the Padres at home. But yeah, that's my take for the Dodgers, man. It's a great series, great performance. Tatis had a home run for you guys.
He came back, yeah.
Which is great to see Tatis scoring, right? But yeah, I mean, what you think of your Padres?
They beat the Dodgers in the last game of the series, so let's go, Padres.
Yeah, Dodgers right now down 2-3 against the Mariners, top of the 4th. It's fine.
You're so into baseball, it's weird.
It's fine.
You're so into
Dodgers
it.
I think this is going to be a back-to-back year for the Dodgers. Once Clevinger comes back, I think you guys will be solid next season. But for now, I think it's all about the Dodgers.
Well, I really appreciate you just completely shitting on me and the Padres. Hopefully you enjoyed that.
I'm gonna get shit on later on Twitter for this.
Hey, at least you're keeping up with it. I like that you are. Shout out to our sponsors, Tacos El Vaquero over on 3rd Avenue, PB European Imports. Thank you. They gave me this cool San Diego Inter shirt. UPSL started this weekend. Also, congratulations to 1904 FC who are killing it in the Legends Cup over in Chattanooga.
We'll be having one of their players soon again.
Very soon. Hopefully this week we're talking with Coach Alex to set that up. Coach Alex just gave me his phone number. I was like, oh.
Don't say that.
I mean, I can. I'm not saying the number. 6-1. No.
But
but
619 area though.
no, thank you for everybody who's been listening. We're definitely gonna be working a little bit harder with loyal content coming up.
Yeah.
They played against Fullerton, and there was no highlights, so not really much to talk about there.
Yeah.
But the season should be starting soon. Shout out to you guys,
And stuff coming with Chavo soon as well.
Yep, Chavo stuff coming up. Shout out to everybody, and thank you.
And sorry we couldn't make the commercial, guys.